Hello everyone, I'm back today with another video. This is going to be a friendly game against Garlick. I've played him twice. I won the first one and I lost the second one. It's just a friendly game, so this is more or less a pretty awful setup that I just created in the spur of the moment. But actually this looks like it would be kind of fun to play with as a setup. So here goes nothing, and we'll see how this goes. He is pretty aggressive with his mid-range pieces, like captains, majors, and to some extent colonels. So that's why I have some of these pieces up here that are pretty in aggressive positions in order to defend against that. And he does like to lotto down the sides and things like that. So we'll have to be careful about that. So that's why I have this colonel here, and I had my major on the side here. Kind of odd bomb formation here, and a spy that's kind of, you would think, out of play, but I do have the colonel there. But not a whole lot of thought given to the setup, but I think it'll be fun to play with. So we know his major already, and I wouldn't be surprised if I discover another mid-range captain major of sorts over here. I'm going to go ahead and attack up, probably captain, or just scout, okay. Both using scouts pretty rapidly in this game so far. I'm going to advance with this colonel, having used half of the scouts and knowing that he likes to advance with majors. I'm going to see if I can pick up anything decent here. I'll just probably advance it all the way into a setup just because I can. I'm going to scout this piece here. It is a sergeant, okay? So what that means is I'm going to bring up this lieutenant, and we're going to see how this goes. Might want to be a bit careful about covering the spy. He uses another scout there. I both scouted sergeants with our 5th scout. It's pretty interesting, but I'm going to come up and kill this, see if I get info. If he scouts the spy, that would be sad enough, but I think he'd be more likely to launch a scout down and hit the major than to scout all the way down, but we'll see. Again, this is a friendly, so it only matters so much, not too worried. Purpose is more to be a fun game. Alright, so I'm just going to advance in just because why not? And if he hits it with a general, which he probably will, that would be kind of sad, but you know. He will not hit it with anything, okay. I'm just going to leave it there, just because. Let's scout that and see what that is. Major. So there's another major. So that makes me want to hit this, which is probably a bomb. Or there could be a colonel here. I'm going to hit it anyway. Captain, okay. So even if there's a colonel behind here, that's completely fine. And if not, then we'll probably end up trading, or he might move it back. In which case, I might be prone to lotto this, or maybe not. Alright, so he is going to not want to trade. I'll trade info here if he wants. I'm fine with that. Okay, that makes me think this is a scout. So I think I'm going to hit it. Yep. It's not a scout, but it ended up being a lieutenant. But all of a sudden, he wanted to trade, which I suppose maybe he had to since this is not a bluff. But furthermore, if we traded there, then there's a possibility of this being a scout. And then for him to scout my general, which would not be, you know, the best. But I got that lieutenant back, so I'm happier about that, especially for a piece that's already known. Alright, I'll take that with my general, that's fine. Kind of curious what he's going to bring. He'll probably move that in the center. That really just makes me want to hit it. General, excellent. I know usually he's pretty defensive with his general and marshal, so I would not have actually been surprised if that was the colonel, which in that case would be pretty bad for him. But I'm completely fine with trading generals there, and again, I'm prone to take more risks in this game, since, you know, doesn't really have any weight behind it, as you can see by my absolutely ridiculous setup. So I'll go and retreat with this major and take my pretty substantial gains there. Pretty happy with that. Pretty risky move, but I'm still happy with that. I want to be careful over here because I feel like his marshal might be over here somewhere. And now that I have a solid advantage, I don't want to make him aggressive against my colonel, I guess. I'm just going to keep retreating with this. We don't know anything other than this major and the captain, so he does have... Well, I guess not, because he doesn't know either colonel, actually. He just knows this major. I'm going to bring up this lieutenant here. See if I can do anything here. I think I'm going to hit that captain, or hit this piece with the captain if he brings it out. I'm going to bring out the, probably sergeant, because I only have 2 scouts left next. Just to keep peace out here and make sure there's not a colonel approaching. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a colonel here, though, based on the way he's acting now that he's coming back around. Now he's advancing with a front row piece. I would definitely hit that with my captain. Even if it's a colonel, if it's a major for him, then that means a free major plus info at the expense of the colonel if he retreats with both of them, and this is a power piece. So I would hit that, and if I discover a colonel or higher, I would consider that very good. Alright. Going to want to retreat this here. Probably just gonna keep the sergeant there and hope that I can discover anything that comes past. I'm kind of wanting some info here, so I'm gonna see if I can trap this captain between major and colonel and just see what he does. I have no problem losing this major for the captain. Losing the colonel for the captain would also be fine, because I'd be up 3 pieces, even if I would be down a colonel. But if he moves that back, I'm going to hit that. And probably the most likely scenario is that the marshal is going to come from behind here and chase my colonel away, or neither of the above, okay. I would have thought maybe he has a marshal waiting here, and he would advance all the way back, so I would just sacrifice my major at that point. I'm going to move the sergeant over. Alright, I'm just going to let him take it and see what he does. Colonel, okay, that's good. That is good info. I'm going to move this major down, and probably move the marshal over. Just because I have 2 majors here, you know. I don't think he'll hit that. I think he'll be smarter than to do that. But, yeah. What I'm going to do next is move this captain out, see if I can trade majors, because since I have a pretty solid advantage, I think that's the right thing to do here. He's not going to let me trade majors, because if I move that over, then he's going to move over with the captain, and he will almost certainly hit that if I move up with the major and force him to choose. I just realized I kind of am keeping the spy open being scouted, so I might not want to do that. I'll probably hit this with the major if he does that. Suppose it could be the marshal, in which case that's actually completely fine. So I'll just hit it. Okay, that's fine too, because I'm up 2 captains, and now I have a pretty huge info advantage. He might actually hit my marshal, or maybe not. I believe that was the major he knew, and this is the unknown major. But I'm completely fine with using that to discover the marshal, seeing as I'm up 2 captains, so. He's probably debating right now if he wants to hit the marshal or not. If I was him, I'd probably hit it, but, you know, that's fine. I'm gonna move this, oh, okay, that got that major right back. That's wonderful. And now he's pretty much gonna be forced to trade off this major, in fact. Or, I mean, the colonel. Otherwise, I'll probably collect a few pieces. Let's see what he does here. I'll move up. Neither of these have moved, so... Okay. See what he does. He might lotto. Okay, well, that was just a 5. Probably better than him attacking the scout, so that's good. We'll go ahead and keep advancing with this, put on some pressure. I don't remember if this has moved. I don't know if it has or not. It might have. But I'm just gonna... Okay, well, he's acting like that hasn't moved, so probably not the way to go, as far as lottoing this goes. I'll probably just scout this and see what it is, just because. Minor, okay, complete waste, but not that it really matters. Need to get my other colonel in play over here. I feel like there's some bombs, back here, like maybe these two. I feel like we had the same idea as far as weak sides go over here. Alright, so he is going to try to scout that marshal. He's not going to be able to scout it unless he has a helper there. I'll take that major. Or with the major, I mean. I don't recall if he already knew that major or not, but it's fine. I wouldn't be surprised if his second colonel is somewhere in here. So I'm gonna probably keep my major on this far diagonal, and then I'm going to come in the center with this colonel and attempt to trade it off. The only reason he would move next to both of these pieces is if he thinks that's the spy. Well, there'd be really no reason to think that because his marshal will move right next to it, but he might also get the two placements mixed up. That's entirely possible. Alright, I feel like he's going to advance in the center or something here. He is, okay. Well, I'm just going to do that, and he's not going to be able to do a whole lot as far as taking any of these here goes. He might trade, but that's fine too, because I'd be up a major and a captain. Okay, yeah, actually both of these have moved because he used a... Wait. Actually, I don't recall. I'm gonna trade this off anyway, just because that's easier. I feel like something back here has moved, but I don't really remember. Alright, we're gonna trade that off. He might hit that, or this is probably a minor now that he's doing that. I'm gonna bring this major out just in case it is a minor. Okay. Well, the bad news is my center is completely wide open to lotto with. Good news is that's not my flag. But I'd prefer him to lotto somewhere over here. That would be really nice. Not down in here. That would be not good. Alright, I'm going to just retreat with this major. That's simpler, easier. He's probably worried about the spy here. So up A, okay, looks like he's about to go for another lottoing round here. Up a minor, and a captain, and a major. That's pretty good. I'm gonna move this colonel here. Okay, he's going to prevent me from moving my colonel to the center. Okay, I'm moving this major to the outside, just to keep it 2 squared and safe like that. I don't really know what to do. I don't want to get too aggressive with this major here. I think I'm going to hit this with the captain if it moves down. Yep, I figured that would be either a captain or a lieutenant, and I'm fine with trading my captain up for a lieutenant up. Because had I taken this lieutenant with a captain, then it would have left these two. Obviously can't move the bomb there as a bluff spy. But, yeah. He's pretty cautious with this marshal so far. I'm going to move this that way, because I don't want him to bring down a scout right here and scout that marshal. So I'll just move that way. And that probably also makes him think that's my spy, or something to that effect, over in this situation. Now that means that I need to pretend to have lots of necessity to get these pieces out here. He's probably just going to go lotto that miner, but that's really fine, I don't care. If I could really find the last kernel, then that would be very good. Actually, I don't know why. Okay. Well, I said I don't know why I'm advancing so far with this kernel, because if we trade marshals, I'm going to need it back here. So that's what I'm going to do now. As long as I don't lose both my majors, then it should not be too difficult a game to win here. Alright, let's just see what he gets here. He's going to probably take the miner, maybe the sergeant. Either way, I have a captain guarding it, so he is going to move to trap my colonel there, which I'm fine with that. Ooh, okay, so he's going to go with that major. Alright, I'm going to move down again and kind of force him to, okay, track with me. That's what I was thinking. Okay, I'm going to bring the scout out. Just because I want to. Alright, now comes decision time. Should I take that? I would be up 2 majors and a captain and a minor. You know, I don't really know if that's worth it, though. I do have a huge info advantage here. I really just want to take that because I'm kind of scared he's going to lotto the entire back row. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to do what I hope is the smarter decision and just let him take that. I don't want to, I'd never like to give up the supreme piece on the board. I'm going to advance with the scout and just see if I can pick up the spy or colonel would be good. I don't think he's going to lotto any further, yeah. He might need to pass by my marshal to get that major to escape, though. And, yeah, that's a fatal mistake there. Now that brings me up 2 majors, and I don't even have to lose a colonel for it. This might force him to lotto, perhaps. Or maybe not. Okay, he does not want to. Alright, time to get this colonel out here. I'm completely fine leaving this major on an island of its own, because if I lose that major, then that's fine, actually. That would mean discovering the colonel and still being up a major and a captain. Pretty sure this is moved. This was a piece that I thought might be acting like a bomb. So I didn't lotto with my colonel. Alright, I'm going to block this off here. I don't really want it to get to this side since that's my flag side. I think he probably thinks this is my flag, though, right here. Since my marshal was hovering around here and my general came from here. Alright, that's either the... I think that's the colonel, because he wouldn't let a random piece move next to a spy, because I was dancing with his captain and my colonel over here. But, that is almost certainly the colonel, I think. So, yep. I'm gonna let that colonel take it. That would just confirm, which would be nice. He will not. Okay. Then I'm going to push up like that. And if he trades, then we're just going to dance. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring up my colonel around the other side here and trade this piece. I think the only thing that could prevent my plan in that regard would be if this piece brings up, comes here, then I might not, you know, do that. Because he could escape the colonel around here. Alright, I'm completely fine to let that marshal just do whatever it wants over there. Because it's not going to do anything worthwhile unless it comes lottos down here. but I think that would be the least probable thing he would do. Alright, okay, so he's basically trapping his own piece. This might be... Maybe it's not the Colonel, but I don't know. It's the spy. I can only think of it being two things, which would be the Colonel and the spy. Okay, well, either way, both of these are gonna... Well, I don't like this. I don't think this is the spy, so I'm just gonna attack this piece here. Yeah, okay, I thought that was the spy. Because spies like to act like bombs, and he acted like this was a bomb when I came to attack it with my Colonel, and he wouldn't let a random piece go next to a spy, because that could very well be a scout, and that would make it so much more harder for him. But either way, we are going to almost certainly trade Colonels here, unless this is like a scout or something. But I don't think he would go through all the trouble to reveal his spy to try to have a scout escape. But let's see. Oh, it's just a miner. Okay. Okay. So that's pretty good from him, I must say. Not sure what he's doing with this piece. I would think that might be the Colonel then. Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna hit that because I don't think this would be the Colonel. I think the real Colonel might be guarding the Captain or something like that. Captain, yeah. That's a rather unfortunate bluff for him, because obviously it's quite valuable in it being the Captain. I'm going to move that up because I've been bluffing that as the spy the whole game, and I'm pretty sure he'll believe it. At this point, I need to block this Colonel off. So, yeah. Probably trade at this point. Yeah, okay. So, he could potentially do some damage lottoing, but I really think this game is beyond... unless he gets all my miners, I don't think he can win this at all. Yeah, and he's not even going to lotto, unless he wants to come back this way and lotto some more down here. But that's really game right there by not lottoing all this, basically. But it's pretty much effectively confirmed that this is the Colonel. When it comes up here, I'll scout it, just to make sure. But I'm pretty sure this is the Colonel here. Alright, so let's retreat with some of these pieces here and just make sure. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and scout this. Make sure it is the Colonel. And it is, as I suspected, so that's pretty much game. He needed to take the opportunity to lotto when he had it. But unfortunately, he squandered that opportunity. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this Captain out. And then, let's see, where'd the Marshal come from? General was over here. Marshal was right here, in fact, because he came all the way down. So yeah, so flag is probably going to be over here, so I'll just need to send up some miners and confirm that. Alright, I'm going to evacuate with this sergeant here too. I think I'm going to hit the sergeant on this piece and find out what it is, and if it's a bomb, then I will bring a miner up and take it. And hopefully it's flag. Flag might also be over here, but I think we both have corner flags in this case, because Marshal was here, which is more indicative of a corner flag than my Marshal, which was like here or here, somewhere around there. So, probably about to move over, so I'll have to move over my Major. Or not. Maybe he'll go Lotto, that'd be fun. That'd end the game quickly. And it's not like he'll get anything valuable over there. Alright, so I'm going to keep bringing this sergeant up here. He's not going to get anything good. Going down here, so I have no problem just letting him do that. Alright. I'm just going to keep the Major here just in case, I suppose. And I'll accompany this sergeant with my Major in case this is not a bomb or the flag. Or not a bomb, meaning it'd be one of these two. So yeah, and he's about to move over again, so that means I'll move over. Oh, okay, that's good too. Miner, okay, so this is not the flag here, in fact. That's pretty bad for him, actually. I'm just gonna move that over, just, I don't know. I don't like him scouting things in general. I suppose. Although he's revealed his last scout. Maybe it would have been better to actually move up on it. Alright, I'm probably going to lotto into this bomb in the corner right here. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Yep, there's a bomb. Okay, so that makes me think it's probably bomb and then tripod. Probably these two here, because I don't think you would do a... If you have a flag this close to the corner, meaning this is your tripod, you're probably not going to have a bomb next to it. You're going to have sergeants. So I would say there's a bomb, maybe a sergeant, or a sergeant here, minor here. I'm kind of curious how this guess is going to play out. I would say bomb, 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 bomb. I would say minor, sergeant. There's probably two bombs over here. I'm not going to try to predict that. But I'm curious how accurate my guess is. So I'm going to bring up lieutenant and see if I can clean this up over here. I realize I lost my 2-square advantage, but that's fine. Not worried about that. Right now it's pretty much impossible for him to win or really even draw this game. He'd have to get really lucky. I mean, I have 4 minors here, so that's more than the 2 possible closed flag locations that he even has. So, this game is pretty much wrapped up, but I'll go ahead and bring up the lieutenant and see what we can get, see how accurate my guess is. I like to see how my guess is. Oh, that is a lot of chats from Tricks there. Yeah, it's about GG here. I'm going to tell him let me find flag, though, because I am kind of curious as to where it is. So, I'm going to bring this lieutenant up and lotto these two. I will. Then, yeah, so I believe I said minor, just because minors are more on the back row. Okay, I'm going to move that, and then I'll move the colonel up. That's a movable piece. Might be a minor coming to defuse all this here. Alright, so, we'll go ahead and attack this lieutenant. Okay, so this is probably a minor here. So, I'm actually going to lotto with my major, just because, and because I have such a huge lead. Minor here, I'm hoping. No, it's another bomb, okay. So he might have an open flag, actually, if he has that. But I'm going to go ahead and bring up this captain. Actually, I'm just going to bring over this major here. What am I saying? Alright, so I have this piece trapped now. It's probably a minor, and if it is, then we'll just trade minors. And he'll have just 1 left. Alright, that's good too. Sergeant is dead. Alright, I'm gonna put this major here. I'm thinking now, he could have all 5 bombs here. Because he said he was gonna make more or less a funny or silly setup. So it could be still a close flag, but I think that leans me more to think could be maybe bomb bomb, flag bomb bomb, and then sergeant inside. Or it could be bomb bomb, maybe sergeant, flag here, bomb bomb, or it could be any sort of thing where the flag could be on this row or anything. Either way, I'm just going to take the known bombs and see if I can find any sergeants or anything, and if I do, then they will be dead. And we're about to eliminate all possible closed flag spots here. He has, what, 4 pieces left? Yeah, okay. Take that. Flag. Okay, so that's what I thought. That was one of my things here, that the flag would be here. So probably sergeant trapped here. That was a minor somewhere here, and bomb or so. Pretty good game overall from Garlick, actually. It was a pretty enjoyable game. Pretty happy with the way I played. I took some risks, and they really paid off in this game, actually, which I wouldn't probably take in a ranked game, like hitting his general. But it's a really fun game overall, so GG.